You mentioned, Rob, that people don't want to wait 6 months or a year or however long to see results. What can you track, though, to know that you're on the right track internally?
Yeah.
Like if you didn't, let's say that you didn't even want to trust your agency, because I think a lot of people have been burned. What's a tool that law firm owners or marketing managers can do to track to say, hey, look, you know what? We're heading the right direction.
Yeah. Well, to be clear, I don't want to wait more than 6 months either.
No, I know. Yeah.
But there's a lot of good tools out there. What is it? You have Ahrefs, you have SEMrush, a lot of tools that you can have on the side to fact check what your agency is telling you. But those are third-party tools. There's a lot of like first-party tools that are straight from the source, right? And what I say is like Google Search Console and Google Analytics and all these source tools. That's like, here's my analogy. Are you ready? It's like going to the baseball game yourself, right? Like it's going to be very accurate because like you see the information and you know it's there. Now these third-party tools, which are accurate, but like their accuracy is more about like asking your friend how was the baseball game, So you're kind of like getting it third party.
It depends how much beer there was.
Yeah. There's a lot of factors that can skew those numbers, but there's still good tools to use. I would say those tools give you a good like broad view of like what's going on, but to show the progress, right? Because that's what we all want to see is like increased traffic, increased calls. Like, I mean, I wish I was coming up with something that was a little bit more exciting than this, but it's increased traffic, increased calls. But then you can use these third-party ones and see like, oh, what are your top pages? And like you can look at those top pages and make sure that those top pages that are performing are aligning with the practice areas that you want or something like that. Mm-hmm. And you're like, oh yeah, these are the top pages. I see what they're doing here. I see them increasing. I see them improving. So yeah, I wish there was something that could just pull it all together. And maybe you all have something, but for me, and I have the benefit of like always looking at these tools.
Yeah.
So
you know what they say.
Yeah, I would say the Google source ones aren't as user-friendly as the third-party source ones. So
I think a lot of people are familiar with Google Analytics.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people know about Google Search Console, but I don't think they know what it does.
Yeah.
What does Google Search Console like actually bring to the table?
Yeah. I mean, Google Search Console is kind of like an X-ray machine into your performance. You can see the links that are going to your website. You can see the queries that people are searching to get to your website. You could see the pages that people are going to and that are performing well. You can see a quick overview of like impressions. Impression growth is like when someone just scrolls past your name and you're starting to get out there a little bit more. You can see clicks. So it's kind of like an X-ray machine that shows you links, queries, top pages, any issues that are going on with your website, and then just clicks in impressions. So I'm a big fan of Google Search Console, and it's a really quick tool to learn.
And if you're working with an agency, they can show you this data, and they should be able to show you this data, and they should be familiar with this data.
But you should own it. Always own it.
Yes, that is a good point. You want to make sure that you have that ownership.
Yeah.
And it's a good question to ask your agency, though, too, right? Like, hey, what's my Search Console data look like? Am I on that? Am I the primary user on that? It's definitely a good question to have. So you don't even necessarily need to know how to go find the information.
Yeah.
You need to know how to ask to see the information.
Yeah, and Google Search Console has a great comparison tool. And this is like you comparing your performance 3 months ago. Mm-hmm. That's my main thing I do is 3 months comparison. And I just want to see if we're improving.